Hi guys, this is Sean with Menengetech. In this command, we're going to install an application using a command line. Alright, the only command we will use for this video is the cd command. Guys, remember, we talked about the cd command in the previous video. Again, I'm going to take this opportunity to let you know that you need to watch those videos in order. Start with video 0, 1, 2, 3 and keep going down. So yeah, watch this video in order. So we're going to install an application using command line. Before we get into the computer, let's explain what we're going to do in the computer, right? So like we saw in the previous video, you need to navigate your way. You need to know how to navigate your way through the computer. Like on the second video, remember I said, hey, there's no such thing like I want to get into IT and I don't know anything. I have zero experience. You still need to know something. And I made a video where I talk about the basic knowledge, and the basic knowledge I was talking about was this video here. So we're going to talk again about this basic knowledge because it's going to keep coming again and again and again. This is the only thing you need to know. So there's no such thing as getting into IT with no experience. This basic knowledge, you need to know it. If you have a computer at home, you probably have it already. But if you don't have a computer at home, this is the third time we're talking about this basic knowledge. So I will go ahead and talk about it really quick before we install our application using command line. So like I said in video 2, you need to know how to navigate through folders. So here are the folders in your computer, and then we're going to install an application. That application is located in this red folder here called software. When you open your computer, you always start with the C drive. That's where everything is installed, in the C drive. When you open the C drive, you will see a bunch of folders. In this computer that we are going to use, we see the Windows folder, program file, all this folder. And but the application we are about to install is in this red folder here. So in order to get to this red folder here, you need to go through the C folder, and then we're not going inside the Windows folder. You can see the red folder is not here. We need to go inside this other folder here that is called the users. So when we are inside the user folder, we need to go inside another folder, not the administrator, not the public, this other one here that is called CMIF. And inside CMIF, there's another folder called document. Inside document, there's another folder called software. This is where the software we will install is located. Again, when you work for a company, they will tell you where the software are. You do not have to look for the software yourself. They will give you the location of the folder that contains all the software. In our case, the folder that contains all our software or application is called software, and this is where it's located. In this case, it is inside document. Different company, different location. It's not always going to be like this, but what you have to know is how to navigate through folder. How do you go from C all the way to the red? Again, let's do it one more time. You have to go inside the C. When you open the C, you have a bunch of folder inside the C, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 folder, and then we have to go inside this other folder here, right? That's called the user folder. Inside the user folder, we got 3 folders. Then we need to go inside this one here, the Smith folder. Inside the Smith folder, we got 3 other folders or more. We got among those folders, we got one that is called document, and inside that document we have one that is called software. That is where all our software are, and that's where we're going to get the application we need to install. So let's just do this right here using command line. We're going to go from here all the way here using command line. So let's open this and we open the command line. Remember to open the command line, CMD. We saw this, we talked about this in the previous video. So CMD or command line, it will pop up this black icon here. It is command line. We click on it. Remember, we will start at the beginning. So when I was showing you the PowerPoint, we started with C. Let's go back to the PowerPoint. After the C, where do we need to go? We need to go inside user, right? Inside users, there's a folder called users. Let's go back inside user, and I said we're going to use only one command for this installation, the cd command, change directory or change folder. Then we need to go inside users. There we go. Now we are inside users. After users, where do we go next? Let's go back to the PowerPoint. After users, inside user we got 1, 2, 3 folder, but we need to go inside this one because we're trying to get to the folder software. So we need to go inside the folder called Smith, and then we come back again here and type change directory, and we have to go inside the folder called Smith again. Every time that you're installing a folder, it is in someone profile. Smith is someone profile. If you open your computer, you probably gave it your name. When you go inside user, you probably will see your name. If you're working on someone else's computer, you will see that person's name. In this case, let's say the person is Smith. That's why we're seeing Smith here. It's not going to be always Smith. It's going to be the person you're working on his computer. So let's go inside Smith, and from Smith, where do we go next? We have to go inside this other folder that is called documents, and then we use another change directory and go inside documents, and from documents, where do we go next? Inside software. So we change directory again, and we go inside software. There we go. Now we are inside software. This is where all our programs are. Again, I told you, this path here, this location here, it depends. Each company got a different location, and then we're going to talk about it. If you come here to take the class, you will see how company they do it. So, but for now, let's say this is how it is in the company where we're working. And now when we're inside this folder called software, there are a bunch of software in this folder. Then in this case, we just pick the software we're trying to install. So we will pick Firefox browser that we're trying to install, that we will install. So we pick that and we install it. So when you're inside the software, just click on the application you're trying to install. So to see that outside the command prompt, let's see, you open your file explorer. Remember, we did this on previous video. You click on this PC, and then you click on the C drive. This is where we always start. When you open the file explorer, click on this PC, it will give you the C drive. The name of the C drive here can be anything. In this case, it is local disk. In some computers, it will be Windows. You can even change the name and give it the name you want, but what you cannot change is the C. The C will always be the C. That's why here I just put C here. I just wrote C here because you cannot change this, but you can change anything else. You will not be able to change the C. So after the C, we go inside user, users, Smith, document, software. What I just did is exactly the same thing we did here. That's what I did. You have to use command prompt. We did exactly the same thing. So really what you need to know here is where your folder software is, and they will tell you that when you work in a company, they will tell you where your folder that contains all the software are. They will tell you. So in this case, this is where it is on this computer. Now what we're trying to do, we're trying to install this one here, Firefox. When you navigated to the folder software, all you have to do is type Firefox and click enter and press the button enter on your keyboard. That's it, and then you will start installing Firefox. That's all you have to do. So let's give it a second. Now, yes, you have to accept this. Okay, asking me a password administrator. Okay, for this computer, you have to type your password if you have one. So just put it there and follow this. Install. Okay, you can see that now the Firefox icon just pop up on the desktop here. So it is installed. I don't want to launch it. It is finished. And then how do we verify it is actually installed? Remember previous video too, we open the control panel and go on install program with, and Firefox should be somewhere here. There we go. This is Firefox, so it is installed. And that completes the video for today. Again, remember, watch this video in order. Right? Okay, so see you for the next video, and that should be it.